Hello. Let's see. Um, Comments. Hmm. Did you ever see that before? When you tap this, I've never even seen this. Tap on comment. Haha. All right, I'll wait a bit. Nobody's here. Maybe nobody will come, but I got some stuff to say. Let me know how my sound is and all that jazz. Let me share this out to some people. Oh, where'd you guys go? Where's my streamer? Or did I lose it? Damn slave. There is everybody. I only have 30 minutes and a lot to say. I feel like you know how when I kicked myself out because I was sending the like the thing to the stream. Um like when like YouTube's really quiet and there's like not really much going on. Maybe there's like more important things happening in the world. I just feel like I have no service all of a sudden. Well, I feel like this is an example of that. Except there is things going on. It's just in like the strangest parts of YouTube. Oh, good. Do I? Okay, if you can type one more thing, do I sound like shit? Because my service looks like it's terrible. Good morning, Finding Hope. Okay, so I have to talk about two things, and I only have, like I said, 30 minutes because CJ's in speech. So here's the thing, and I just had like a cam slip in the beginning, but I don't care. I'm in my car, and you're all lucky I washed my hair and my face this morning. Okay, okay, but my eyebrows did look good. But they're gonna get a little weird first, and then get better. All right, good. Because I think I'm gonna turn my car off, but I don't want to roll the window down either, because I'm on like a main road and it's loud. But I kind of don't like listening to my car either, so I'm gonna shut it off for now. So, any whoozy, if you've been following what's going on in the Vegas Valley community cult, it is it is. I had a brief moment in time where I thought maybe this is all scripted because how could it possibly be so cringe? But it is that cringe. So you have like two of the most like dysfunctional sets of humans, probably I've seen in a really long time. You have the Thorpes. Oh yes, I'm so excited for that. I can't wait to debut it. Everybody will be like, I feel like it will make people get up and dance, you know? But you have the Thorpes, which are like already its own phenomena. And then you have what's happening in the phone boning capital of the world, the Vegas Valley. So it's kept me up. It has kept me up watching. Um, and it's just gets sicker and sicker. I do want to go. I did have a live scheduled. I think it was for like 2 weeks ago to talk about the Thorpes because I have like a lot to say about them too. And it's just, it's just, there's certain things that like light a fire under my ass. And then when I get like onto it, like when I'm paying attention and watching and talking to people about it, then like I just get super fired up. And then like I just have a whole bunch I want to say, like a TED talk, and then I move on. But that's kind of how I felt about the Thorpes. Oh girl. You have no. It is so bad. Okay, I have to tell. It's just us. It's just us here. So this is good. Some people have heard this 1,000 times. I can give you a quick recap, really quick recap. Imagine Vegas Valley. You know who that guy is, right? So what goes on over there, right? And then there's this other channel, man, and then his wife also has a channel, right? So this other man and wife have channels, and the husband, the man, is always fighting with VVVD. Well, the wife like befriended VVVD, and then before we knew it, in comes Callie dropping the screenshots of their phone bone, and it just went. It's just absolutely insane, and the cover up to try to like, here comes Callie from around the bushes, like, oh, you're gonna dox somebody I know or somebody I consider a friend, or just like literally abuse people on the internet worse than anybody. I got something for you, and there's the dirty, dirty, dirty DMs. Whew, it was language I won't even repeat. So watching that unfold is one thing, and then he's going to jail Monday, so there's that. And then you have the Thorpes. Callie was like, "Yeah, I haven't been around, but you know, I I don't know how she gets things, but she somehow got things, and then she dropped things, and it was quite the show." So yeah, I mean, that girl, that Zell, Shell, like, it's funny, they all like flock together. Like, that Zell chick is something's wrong with her. I mean, talk about having no like sense, not even just sense of self, but I have like secondhand embarrassment for her. Like, these screenshots drop. Nobody believes that it was a setup since to weed out a mole when that you've been doing it since the 28th of April. And probably literally doing it since you're practically neighbors. Um, like, I would disappear from the internet. That was terrible, wasn't it, Hope? I mean, it was just like I felt bad for her because I know she doesn't like that stuff. But like simultaneously, I was laughing my ass off and then also like vomiting a little bit. Hi, Ladybug. Welcome. I'm glad you've seen the light and found your way out of the cult, and I'm sorry for calling you a stink bug. I just wanted better for you, that's all. I just hated seeing you be um treated like shit, and then like just him for whatever reason thinking like that's forgivable. Oh yeah, she did sound uncomfortable. It was just a mess. So anyways, I have quite the weekend ahead of me. I have dos toddlers, right? So I have the 3 and the 4-year-old tonight, like my 4-year-old, and then the other 3-year-old. And that should be fun. But the big boy will be home, so he'll help. Yeah, I know. I'm sitting in the yeah, Ladybug, I know, but it wasn't mature of me, but like it was just too good of an opportunity to pass up, and I was just playing on the words. And normally I'm like not fresh, but like I just was something about him, like the way he treats people does something to me, like down, like it's a visceral reaction because he's just such a scumbag. So like I can't not say something. I feel like that would go against me more, my like, I don't want to say like beliefs, but like, I don't, little standards. Release the foot is here, or free the foot. Manda Meatfoot, I haven't seen you around, so I don't know if you've been following, but there is some fucking, that's all I can say. I'm not monetized. I don't have any kids around me. Like, insane shit going on in the a frauditors community, or wannabe auditor. And then there's like that whole other community, like the Thorpe stuff. I don't know if you've been following any of that. Okay, good. But that's what I'm talking about. It's like, it's him being emotionally abusive and you get frustrated for the people. Yes, exactly. 3-boy mom. Exactly. It's like, because you just want to shake people. Like, first of all, these are strangers on the internet, right? You don't know these people. You owe them absolutely nothing, but you're giving so much of yourself to them, whether it's in like friendship, monetary, and like this particular person treats people horribly. I mean, when you're in the background watching how he treats his quote unquote wife, girlfriend, whatever he calls her, like, that's how he treats somebody he's supposed to love and has been with and lived with, and who's supporting him 100%, like financially, who's putting a roof over his head and doesn't even like, and has to travel to see him. Like, you see how he treats her on a live stream. Like, and then, so I just don't know why anybody ever expected anything different, like for them, when they're not the ones like 3Fing him, right, feeding him, fucking him, or financing him. But she is, and she treats him like, and he treats her like trash. But so I have an adventurous evening ahead. I think I'm gonna trying to think, and of course the weather took a turn for the worse. So I ordered from Walmart. I know I'm having a little flight of ideas, guys. Sorry. Um, like this bounce house water slide into a pool thingy because first of all, I got like $300 off. I literally paid less than two. Well, just like with taxes and stuff, just $200 for it. So like it is awesome. Um, I'll elaborate in a second, Hope. It's not really 1A that you know. Like that's more like troll community slash 1A. No, this is legitimately Vegas Valley community cult. That's one Squish has been like covering for a while, since like he doxed her and stuff. That guy and what went on with this girl Shellbell Zelhel or Zelhel Zel something, and she's buddies with Shellbell. So their phone boning got exposed, but Zell's husband is also a creator who battles with this Vegas Valley guy. Like they go back and forth. So like it's a messy, messy, messy boots. And then the Thorpes are just a family that's completely exploiting their children and themselves, to be quite frank, on YouTube. So, two different things, both equally fucked. Oh yeah, he claims to be a cop watcher, and he's the most anti First Amendment. Let me just start with this. Like, obviously, we know like what's in the First Amendment, right? But let's just focus on free speech. He is the worst of any. I'm gonna use this word lightly. Content creator I have ever seen when it comes to creating echo chambers and policing his chat. Like he is the furthest thing from when he cannot even stand a joke. Like I'm probably going to get doxxed by just talking about this. Like that's how much just sharing my opinion. But God forbid you're in his chat and do it. I mean, you get blocked and then he just cries about it forever. But and he's not a cop watcher. He is a cop tormentor. There's very few cop watchers that I think actually do some sort of a service and do it correctly, even though I'm against it. But Vegas vagina venereal disease is not one of them. He is the worst of the worst. Oh no, Amanda, I'm so sorry to hear that. Oh, feel better soon, hon. But yeah, I'll hit you up on the DMs. I'll send you some links if you need stuff to watch. I mean, this is just pure. I mean, it's. I shouldn't say. Okay, let me preface this also. This whole phone bone exposure, exposing of the phone bone it's as entertaining, and when I say entertaining, I mean it. It is, and as insane these people are, the parties involved, in my opinion. You know, what's that word I'm supposed to use? Apparently, actually, allegedly. Um, there is children involved and stuff. So obviously, the Thorpes, their kids, they've put them all over YouTube. So that's bad in one arena. This other family has children that are probably going to see all this one day. So that's bad for that. But it's just, oh, it's a mess, girl. Um, what was I ranting about? Oh, like the First Amendment and stuff. Yeah. So like, I love the idea of freedom of speech, but freedom of speech, doesn't really pertain to private entities. We all know that, right? I just don't think everybody understands the definition of the first, like what the First Amendment is. Um, and they utilize that, but people should be able to say what they want, right? Wherever you go, right? You should be able to say what you want. If you're coming onto YouTube, um, I am a big believer in words are words. Say what you want. I'm not easily offended. I think, though, you have to deal with the consequences of the words you say, right? And then how you maybe stand up for your ability to say these things is what defines, somebody, or what can make me either say, you know what, that person, even though I may not agree with what they're saying, they're making a valid point, or they could just turn into a complete asshole. And I just went off on a tangent, but the Vegas Valley community cult. Um, that's not what's going on over there. If you do not 100% align with him, his actions, his thoughts, his moves, his opinions, his reality, then you are the enemy. And if you happen to agree with me in this chat, right, you are also the enemy. Or if you even say, wow, that guy sounds like a real loser, you now are on the list of enemies. And you're probably going to a list to the FBI or something. Or I forget who's weaponizing the FBI lately, or like that's been their main you know go to. I don't think it was him. I think that might have something to do with Shellbell. Exactly, three boy. Oh, Amanda, a week or two lately is like 6 years. There has been full on, like I said, whew, the screenshots tell the story of a man named Joe, Joseph's earbuds, or what did it say? Joseph's AirPods. And oh my god. Oh no, girl. Oh, Ladybug. No. So the Thorpes is the name of the family. They each have their own channels. Hello Starlight if is a really good like content creator that's covered it. So to get some good information. But Grace Thorpe is kind of the catalyst, and she's the 20-year-old daughter, so she's not a minor. She does this shtick, and I'm gonna call it shtick, with her father that just goes way too far. It's they do a lot of this edge lord, or what I think is some edge lord wannabe, Howard Stern, Opie and Anthony type of stuff. They're very they just tap on the edge of incest, of like incestual jokes. Right? Is that even a word? But that's kind of where they're at. And then they just torment the mother who left the home for what I assume to like try to regain some sanity and get herself together. There are still minor children in the home, but the dad and the daughter are just out of control. And the daughter puts herself on these. I don't know how she does it, but she's gotten on like Destiny's podcast and a few other ones. I'm trying to think. Was it Sneeko maybe? A lot of these red pill people, red pill, blue pill, if you're familiar with that whole community, or that whole, it's not even a community, it's more like a way of thinking, I guess, because it far surpasses YouTube. She kind of has thrusted herself into that arena to just fight and well, I'm not gonna say fight. She thinks she's debating, and she sounds a fairly intelligent girl for not graduating high school, but it's a mess. It's a mess. It's what they just want to get as many clicks, views, shock, awe. They don't care if, and obviously I'm part of the problem because I'm talking about it, right? But they don't care if they are like if what they're saying is perceived as horrible, disgusting, borderline illegal. They just care that there's as many people watching, her channel's growing as quickly as possible. I mean, they pretty much said they want to be like a YouTube family, YouTube famous sort of thing. Yeah, Grace is, it's bizarre the way and like her, listen, I don't know, nobody knows what they would do as a wife and a mother in that situation. I would like to think that I would snatch up my underage children, because that's what you have some control over, and run as far away as possible. But then again, if she has the wherewithal to say that she's not mentally in a place to care for those children, I don't know that leaving them with Grace and the father was the best idea. But again, Grace has sort of been on this mantra, not mantra, she's been kind of yelling from the rooftops that she's had to be the mother. She has to take on this mother role, which is also a segue into, I think, us to look at the relationship between her and the father. Like, they want us to see that, right? That's my opinion. They want us to cringe and be like, something is really weird here. But the root of the problem is she acts as if she's got to raise her siblings, which, you know what, that sucks if you do, but the father is there and he's more than capable of raising them. But you allow him to boss you around, bully you. He snaps your fingers, literally he snaps his fingers, excuse me, and you will get up off of your stream. And by the way, they'll stream from the same home, just different devices, and get up from the stream and go take care of your siblings, right? But then you'll come back and complain that you had to make a snack for your, little brother or sister or whatever. It's just very strange. The whole thing is just really sick. But yep, I watch it and I want to talk about it because they've put it all out here, and I think that that is one of the biggest issues with YouTube, is that I find when people come onto YouTube, sorry guys, people come onto YouTube, they put all their business out there, right? They come out there, they want to show the world everything. The point is for then other people to commentate about it. I mean, that's what you want. You're putting it out there because you want people to talk about it. Well, you can't get your panties in a bunch when people start talking about it. Hey, bartender. Right? So like, if you're putting the info out there, then you must be prepared to deal with the reactions you're getting from that. I mean, that's how I see it. I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. I don't know. I would like to be able to go live like when I get home after I'm done running errands to like have a better conversation, do a panel because I only have a couple more minutes here. But it really just depends on the kids and everything. So, because it gets some people worked up, especially right now. Tensions are high. So I think there's some snakes in the grass that are just waiting for opportunities to pounce. The typical snakes. And here's the interesting thing. And I know that Finding Hope and Bartender and Three Boy Mom will know exactly what I'm talking about. Um, the snakes in the grass are literally the same snakes in the grass, going back to the ML stuff. And I should say big snake, the snake that seems to continuously avoid the attention, which is mind blowing to me. I'll leave it at that. You know exactly who I'm talking about. So, yeah, we'll see what happens. I'm the worst. So like if I schedule a live and then I know if I schedule it, I'm not going to do it because too much stuff happens. I need to do a few things. I know, Tim, I know. It's because I get a lot of, not a lot, but I've gotten some heat. My kids are younger. Well, I have a younger one, I have another one, but I get heat when she's like vocal in the background and I'm on lives. I'm like, well, I can't duct tape her mouth and be like, hey, I want to like talk. Like if she's watching a movie or doing something and I have a few minutes and she happens to like scream ice pop or something, like it's really not that big of a deal, but it seems to trigger people tremendously. So I've just started to just say, you know what, I'm gonna only try to do these things when she's not there. Oh yeah, they watching and waiting, girl. They watching and waiting. They are ready to grab those screenshots and screen recorders, ready to rock and roll. But yeah, so I'm gonna go. I got my son. I was able to get him. He wanted the new Legend of Zelda. I got him on the release day, but he wanted the collector's edition. So I was able to get my hands on one. Like I got onto that like virtual queue and I was able to get it. And Best Buy had notified me on Thursday that it was ready to be picked up. So he really wanted that. So I'm gonna pick that up. Bed Bath. I've said this before. Bed Bath and Beyond's going out of business across the board. So like if you guys need anything that Bed Bath and Beyond could possibly sell, and they carry a lot of stuff, right? Find your stores if you have them. There are still selling things online, but it's like kind of weird. The site's slowly being deconstructed. But if you have a store, go and scoop that stuff up because I'm gonna go. I need to see if I can find some things. And of course, while I'm there, I'll go to TJ Maxx and then we'll go home, and then maybe I'll go live. Oh, of course they do. And you know that better than anybody. Especially you know better than anybody what goes on in my house, and you know better than anybody how it is when I'm on the phone. I could be typing or be doing nothing, pick the phone up after 5 hours, and as soon as I go to like record a voice note or make a call, um, that's when everybody gets busy. But all right. It looks like the other moms or parents are getting here, so they're going to do the kid swap soon. So I got to go in and grab her. So I will hopefully be back later. The Hubs is home, so if he takes a little one, even for an hour, I'll jump on here real quick. Oh, good, good, good. For the foot. That's because I know that's why I want to go. I want to look for sheet sets. I want to look for a new. I don't like the toilet paper hanging off a wall or something. I like the stands. So I want to get a new one for my upstairs bathroom, and then I want to look for like if there's any like air fryers, things like that that are really really good price that I could like put in the camper or keep in the house, whatever. So I'll be doing that. So maybe I'll be back in a little bit, guys. I will let you know. I will, if I get the opportunity, I will schedule it and then I will do an open panel and, a select open panel. I'm no dummy. And we could talk about all the dirty DMs and the Thorpocalypse, because that's how I call it, the Thorpocalypse, and all that jazz. And I will catch up with y'all soon. Toodles. Bye.